Dreams won't pay your rent. Dreams won't cover your bills. Dreams won't keep the lights on. Action does. In this country, every month the rent is due. The bills pile up. And life doesn't care how big your dreams are. What matters is what you do about them. Hello, and welcome to Action Expo. If you're new here, let me tell you what we do. We don't make feel-good content. We don't sell fantasies. We bring the raw truth. And that truth is simple. Without action, nothing is possible. Motivation fades. Dreams disappear. But action builds. Action creates. Action wins. And today's truth is something most people don't want to hear. Dreams won't pay your rent. Only action will. Think about it. Across the United States, millions of people are sitting on dreams. Big ones, starting a business, writing a book, building financial freedom. They talk about it, they visualize it, they dream about it every night. But at the end of the month, their landlord doesn't care about their vision board. Their utility company doesn't care about their motivational playlists. What matters is the payment. And that payment doesn't come from dreaming. It comes from doing. The danger is that dreams feel safe. They're free. You can dream as big as you want without risk. You can imagine yourself successful without ever facing failure. That's why so many people cling to their dreams but avoid taking action. Because action is scary. Action exposes you. Action forces you to risk something. But here's the brutal reality. While you're sitting around dreaming, someone else is out there taking action. And in this country, the people who act are the people who win. They're the ones who buy the homes, grow the businesses, and pay their rent with confidence, while the dreamers keep falling behind. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people in Los Angeles. Both want to become filmmakers. The first one dreams every night about winning an Oscar. They watch interviews, study scripts, talk about their passion, but they never pick up a camera. The second one? They grab their phone and start filming short scenes. At first it's rough, messy, not impressive at all. But little by little, their skills grow. They upload clips, build connections, and step by step they climb. 5 years later, the dreamer is still dreaming. The doer is working in the industry, paying rent with their craft. Dreams don't pay rent. Only action does. The truth about life in America is that nobody waits for you to figure it out. Your landlord doesn't care how inspired you feel. Your boss doesn't care how big your goals are. Your bank doesn't care about your vision board. The world doesn't run on dreams, it runs on action. That's the mistake so many people make. They think dreaming is progress. They confuse imagining with building. They believe that if they just believe hard enough, success will show up at their door. But success doesn't show up. It's built brick by brick through consistent effort. Dreams are like a map. They show you where you want to go. But what good is a map if you never take the first step? A map doesn't move you. A map doesn't carry you forward. You've got to walk, you've got to sweat. You've got to fight through the obstacles. Otherwise, the map stays just a piece of paper. Let me tell you a story about a woman in Chicago. She dreamed of opening her own bakery. Every day she wrote down ideas for recipes, watched cooking shows, and told her friends how she was going to make it big one day. But she never rented a space. Never baked a single product to sell. Never took the leap. Years passed. Her dream became a conversation starter, nothing more. Then there was another woman. Same city, same dream. She didn't wait for perfect. She started baking cookies in her apartment kitchen, selling them to neighbors, then to local markets, and finally saved enough to open her shop. 10 years later, she's running a thriving bakery. The difference? One dreamed, the other acted. That's the American divide right now. A country full of dreamers scrolling, liking, posting, and waiting, while the doers are out there taking risks, failing, learning, and winning. The dreamers keep saying, one day. The doers say, day one, and here's something to remember. Rent is due every single month. Life doesn't pause because you're still figuring it out. Bills don't stop just because you're waiting for the right time. Time keeps moving whether you act or not. And every month you delay, you fall further behind. Dreams might inspire you, but action sustains you. Dreams make you feel good, but action feeds you, clothes you, pays your rent, and builds your future. In this country, where competition is everywhere and opportunities vanish fast, the only way forward is action. One of the hardest truths to accept is that life doesn't reward intentions. rewards execution. You don't get points for wanting. You don't get paid for planning. You don't earn respect for just dreaming. In the United States, you're measured by what you produce, what you contribute, and what you do. Every day across the country, millions of people wake up with big plans. They want to start the gym routine, launch the side hustle, or save money for a better life. But by nightfall, nothing has changed. Why? Because they thought about it, talked about it, even got motivated by a TikTok clip, but they never acted. And the brutal reality is that thinking about progress doesn't equal progress. Talking about change doesn't equal change. Let me give you a real example. A man in New York dreamed of becoming a real estate investor. He read every book, watched every seminar, and even followed the big names online. He had vision boards stacked with dream houses, but he never bought a single property. He kept waiting for the right time. Meanwhile, another man with less knowledge and less confidence scraped together money for his first small property. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. Years later, the dreamer was still dreaming, while the doer owned multiple properties and financial freedom. The difference wasn't talent. It wasn't luck. It was action. Dreams will never pay rent. Rent gets paid by the hours you put in, the calls you make, the risks you take, the sweat you invest. And here's the scary part. If you don't act, life will punish you. Late fees, eviction notices, missed opportunities, regret. And regret is heavier than any rent check. Dreams can blind you into comfort. They whisper, one day it will happen. They let you feel successful without moving a finger. And in America, that's dangerous. Because while you sit comfortable in your imagination, someone else is out there grinding. And they're taking the opportunities that could have been yours. That's why action is survival. In this country, the competition doesn't sleep. Immigrants arrive with nothing and outwork citizens who were born here. Young hustlers build online businesses while others keep saying tomorrow. Action wins because action doesn't wait. So here's the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. No dream, no motivational speaker, no magic moment. Your rent is due. Your bills are due. Your future is due. And the only way to pay for it all is with action. So here's the bottom line. Dreams are free. They cost nothing. But because they cost nothing, they're worth nothing unless you act. You can dream all day about building a business, writing a book, buying a house, or creating freedom. But if you don't take a single step, your dream is just a bedtime story you tell yourself to feel better. Dreams won't pay your rent. They won't put food on the table. They won't cover your car payment. Action does. Every single person you admire in America, whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, or innovators, got to where they are by acting, not just dreaming. They didn't sit around waiting for perfect conditions. They didn't waste years planning while their bills stacked up. They acted, they failed, they learned, and they built something real. The question is, who do you want to be? Do you want to be the person who keeps saying, one day I'll do it, while life passes you by? Or do you want to be the person who takes action now and builds a life you don't have to dream about? Because one day, the rent will be due. One day your time will run out. And if all you've done is dream, you'll have nothing to show for it. This is your wake-up call. Stop lying to yourself. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop depending on dreams to deliver what only action can. Your dream won't pay rent. Only action will. So take the first step today, even if it's small. Even if it's scary. Even if you're not ready. Do something that moves you closer to your goal. Because action is the currency of success, and without it, you'll always be broke. In money, in progress, and in life. This is Action Expo, reminding you that motivation is temporary, but action is permanent. Don't just dream, do.